As Poland's Leopard 2PL modernization program wraps up, the country is looking ahead to its next national tank variant, the K2PL, a variation of South Korea's K2 Black Panther. With this in mind, Polish and South Korean representatives gathered in late April to sign the agreement that'll see Poland assembling its tanks domestically. We take a closer look at this news. As reported by the website Notes from Poland, Polish state defense firm Bumar signed an agreement with South Korea's Hyundai Rotem, which sets the terms of production in the European nation involving dozens of K2 tanks. The news site highlights that it'll be the first time in almost 2 decades that Poland will manufacture tanks domestically, as the last PT-91M Twarde was completed in 2009, and the Leopard 2PL was a heavy modification of old 2A4s acquired from Germany. And so the agreement signed on Monday, April 27th, formally defines the division of work and payments under a wider 2025 contract, a contract which agrees to the purchase of 180 K2 tanks and 81 support vehicles, only some of which are to be produced domestically. So what's the plan? Well, Bumar will assemble 61 Polish-configured K2PL tanks and 72 support vehicles. As such, the first K2PL is scheduled to roll off the Gliwice production line in 2028. Commenting on the agreement, Yong-Tae Lee, president and CEO of Hyundai Rotem, stated, "Our collaboration with Bumar is the foundation of the K2PL program, enabling the transfer of advanced technologies and the development of modern production capabilities in Poland. Through this partnership, we are not only delivering state-of-the-art tanks, but also building long-term industrial competencies and strengthening Poland's defense capabilities while developing a lasting Polish-Korean industrial partnership." And so South Korea's Hyundai Rotem is designated the prime contractor for the program, while Bumar will act as subcontractor for production work, including assembly of the K2PL variant. Now, there can be a big difference between production and assembly. Will Polish industry mostly be putting together components made in and shipped from South Korea? Or will K2PL tanks actually include basic components sourced from Poland? Well, on this topic, we found a summer 2025 report from Militarny which detailed that the Polish-South Korean agreement provides for the possibility of technology transfer in the production of the hull, turret and chassis, hydro-pneumatic suspension, main armament or gun system, and charging system. From the recent signing, it was confirmed that Poland's Wojskowe Zakłady Elektroniczne, or WZE, and PCO will supply subsystems such as inertial navigation and driver camera systems. This older video about the K2PL project also runs through the list of Polish suppliers contributing to the tank, going so far as to specify their equipment. And so, if this is still accurate, then it looks like the K2PL will actually be quite full of made-in-Poland components. Poland's military expansion has been massive over the past 5 years. Indeed, after signing a framework agreement for the purchase of hundreds of K2 tanks in 2022, a first order, signed the same year, saw the purchase of 180 tanks produced in South Korea. This was followed by a second order signed in 2025, for a further 180 tanks. It's this large batch that'll see partial Polish production. Many of these tanks are the more standard South Korean K2 variant, but 64 of them will be the Polish K2PL. And as we noted earlier, 61 of these K2PLs will be made in Poland. Apparently, Poland won't be stopping at 180 K2/K2PL tanks. Indeed, the country is expected to acquire 1,000 K2 tanks, with more than 500 of these being K2PLs. Citing recently published data, Notes from Poland also highlights that the country has been the largest arms importer in NATO over the last 5 years, with a whopping 47% of its equipment coming from South Korea and 44% from the United States. Part of this is, of course, the 360-plus used M1A1 and new M1A2 tanks purchased in recent years. We've reported extensively on Poland's main battle tank situation, including an explainer on how its forces ended up with so many different types of tanks, as well as the drawn-out process of converting the old Leopard 2A4s into 2PLs. We also discussed the light stealth tank project that was abandoned by Poland in 2015. So we do hope you'll check out some or all of those videos after this if you're interested in Polish land force development and modernization. But what do you think of Poland's domestic production drive enabled by South Korean technology transfer? Let us know by leaving a comment.